Welcome back to NCRT for UPSC. Today we will be learning about something that's not just in our textbooks but in our hearts, which is our country, India. Have you ever wondered why India has snowy mountains in the north, dense forests in the northeast, fertile plains in the middle, and beaches and islands in the south? How can one single country have so many faces of nature? Let's unfold this amazing story step by step in today's chapter, which is our country, India. First, let's understand where India is located on the world map. India is a very vast country. It lies entirely in the northern hemisphere. Now, what is hemisphere? The earth is divided into two halves by the equator. The upper half is called the northern hemisphere and the lower half is the southern hemisphere. India lies completely above the equator, so it is in the northern hemisphere. Also, it lies to the east of the prime meridian, so it's in the eastern hemisphere. Now let's know about India's exact latitudinal and longitudinal extent. Latitudinal extent is 8 degrees 4 minutes northern latitude to 37 degrees 6 minutes northern latitude, and longitudinal extent is 68 degrees 7 minutes eastern longitude to 97 degrees 25 minutes eastern longitude. That means from the southernmost tip to the northernmost point, India stretches about 3,200 kilometers, and from west to east, it is about 2,900 kilometers. Because of this huge size, India shows a great variety in climate, vegetation and landforms. India is the 7th largest country in the world by area and the second most populated after China. India's total area is about 3.28 million square kilometers. That's roughly 2.4% of the total land area of the earth. The Tropic of Cancer, which lies at 23 degrees 30 minutes north latitude, passes almost halfway through India. This line divides India into two almost equal parts. The part north of it lies in the temperate zone and the part south of it lies in the tropical zone. Tropical zone means the region closer to the equator and it is hot and humid most of the year. Temperate zone means the region farther from the equator with moderate to cool temperatures. That's why the southern states like Tamil Nadu or Kerala are warmer, while northern states like Punjab or Himachal Pradesh experiences cold winters. Now let's talk about Indian Standard Time. India is a wide country, almost 29 degrees of longitude from east to west. So when the sun rises in the Arunachal Pradesh, it's still dark in Gujarat. That's nearly 2 hours difference in sunrise times. But for national convenience, we follow one standard time for the whole country. This standard meridian is 82 degrees 30 minutes eastern longitude. So the local time along this longitude is taken as Indian Standard Time, which is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of the Greenwich Mean Time. If you don't know what is Greenwich Mean Time, watch the video of globe latitudes and longitudes in our channel. Now let's look at India's neighborhood on the map. India shares its land boundaries with 7 countries. Let's move clockwise starting from the northwest. Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Nepal, Bhutan in the north, Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east. To the south, across the sea, we have our island neighbors too, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow stretch of sea called the Park Strait, and Maldives lies to the southwest of Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. So India is surrounded by land neighbors on 3 sides and water bodies on the south. To the south of India lies the Indian Ocean. To the east, the Bay of Bengal, and the west, the Arabian Sea. That's why we call it a peninsular country. A peninsula is a piece of land surrounded by water on 3 sides. Now let's understand how India is divided politically for easier governance. India is a union of states, which means one single nation made up of many states and union territories. Currently, India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Each state has its own government, own capital and legislative assembly. For example, Maharashtra's capital is Mumbai, Tamil Nadu's is Chennai, and West Bengal's is Kolkata. Union territories, on the other hand, are smaller regions governed directly by the central government. Although some union territories like Delhi, Puducherry, and Jammu Kashmir have their own legislatures also. Every state is further divided into districts and districts into villages, towns, and cities for smooth administration. Now comes the heart of the chapter, the physical divisions of India. India's landscape is full of variety. From high mountains to flat plains, dry deserts to plateaus, and long coasts to islands. Let's explore each one carefully. In the north, India is guarded by the Himalayas. the highest mountain ranges in the world. The word Himalaya means abode of snow, and truly they remain covered with snow throughout the year. The Himalayas extend from Jammu and Kashmir in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. They have three parallel ranges from north to south, which are Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Himadri are called Greater Himalayas. They are the northernmost and highest range, and the Himadri's average height is about 6,000 meters. It has the world's highest peaks like Mount Everest and Kanchenjunga. The next comes the Himachal. It is the middle range and it includes beautiful hill stations like Shimla, Mussoorie and Nainital. Shivalik is the southernmost and lowest range. It is covered with forests and small hills. These mountains act as a natural barrier, protecting India from cold winds and enemies, and they are also the source of major rivers like Ganga, Yamuna and Brahmaputra. Just below the Himalayas lies the northern plains. They are broad, flat and extremely fertile. They are formed by the deposition of alluvium. Now what is alluvium? Alluvium means fine soil and sediments carried by rivers and deposited on the land when the river floods. The three major river systems that form these plains are the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra along with their tributaries. Because of this fertile soil, these plains are ideal for farming. Crops like rice, wheat, sugarcane and pulses are grown here. That's why this region is known as the football of India. It also has a dense population because water, transport and agricultural facilities are easily available. Below the plains lies the Peninsular Plateau, a triangular-shaped landmass. It is the oldest landform of India, made up of hard, igneous and metamorphic rock. It consists of two parts, the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands are between the Aravalli Range and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. The Deccan Plateau extending towards the south. This region has several hill ranges like Vindhyas, Satpuras and Western and Eastern Ghats. It is rich in minerals like coal, oil and manganese, making it the industrial backbone of India. To the west of the plateau lies the Thar Desert, also called the Great Indian Desert. This region gets very little rainfall and has sandy soil. You will find sand dunes, which are those hill-like formations of sand created by wind. Because of the dry climate, only thorny bushes and cactus grow here. Still, people live here using camels for transport. And beautiful cities like Jaisalmer and Bikaner show the vibrant culture of Rajasthan. Next, let's move on to the coast. India has a long coastline about 7,500 kilometers long, washed by the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. It is divided into two parts. The western coastal plains along the Arabian Sea, narrow and rocky with ports like Mumbai, Goa and Kochi. The eastern coastal plains along the Bay of Bengal, wider and smoother. The eastern coast has large river deltas. Now what is a delta? A delta is a triangular landform created when a river meets the sea and deposits sediments. Famous deltas include the Sundarbans Delta formed by the Ganga and Brahmaputra, which is also the largest delta in the world. Finally, India has two groups of islands. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, located in the Bay of Bengal. They are larger in number and covered with dense forests. They are known for their scenic beauty and tropical rainforests. The second one is the Lakshadweep Islands, located in the Arabian Sea, smaller in size and made of coral. Coral means the hard skeleton formed by sea animals over centuries. Kavaratti is the capital of Lakshadweep. These islands not only add to India's natural beauty but also hold strategic importance for defense and trade. Now that we have explored every part of India, you must have noticed how different each region looks and feels. But amidst all this diversity in language, food, clothing, festivals, there is one strong bond that keeps us united. That is our identity as Indians. That's why India is rightly called as a land of unity in diversity. So that's the complete journey through chapter 7, our country, India. We learned about India's size, location, neighbors, political and physical divisions, and how each part adds to our country's uniqueness. If this explanation helped you understand better, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel so you never miss any future chapters explained in this easy, visual and connected way. In the next video, we will dive into chapter 8. Until then, stay curious, keep learning and Jai Hind.